Hello again. This is the second part of our lecture based on Chapter 3, Planning Your Essay. Now we are going to talk about the thesis statement. As I told you before, the thesis statement is the last sentence in the first paragraph of your essay, in the introductory paragraph. And this sentence is the most general and the most important sentence in your essay. And we have to remember the fact that each essay you write have to include or contain a thesis statement. There is no essay without a thesis statement. This thesis statement is usually one sentence, and this sentence gives the purpose of the essay. Again, the thesis statement is one sentence, and this sentence gives the purpose of the essay. Now, when we talk about the thesis statement, there are some points to put into consideration. The first one, the thesis statement is the strongest, the clearest statement in your essay. And number two, the thesis statement should come at the beginning of the essay, as I told you, at the end of the introductory paragraph. The third point to talk about regarding the thesis statement is that it must not be a simple statement. We cannot write a simple statement of fact as a thesis statement, because if it is a statement of fact, this requires no elaboration. It means that when you write the thesis statement in the form of a simple statement of fact, it means that you will find nothing to write about, because this fact requires no elaboration. So a simple statement of fact has no possibility for development. This is an example of a simple statement of fact. Okay, and the example here is Mrs. Brown, my neighbor, has 4 cats and 3 dogs. So what? We cannot develop it anymore. Okay, so this cannot be a thesis statement because it is just a statement of fact. For example, if you consider this sentence, water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. This cannot be a thesis statement because it is a simple statement of fact. So remember that, do not write a thesis statement in the form of a simple statement of fact. The fourth point to write about when we talk about a thesis statement is that the thesis statement will probably not be expressed as a question, because a question contains no attitude or opinion. The answer to the question is the thesis statement. Okay, so do not write the thesis statement in the form of a question, because the question contains no attitude, but you can consider the answer to the question as a thesis statement. The fifth point to consider about a thesis statement is that the thesis statement will contain controlling ideas, and these controlling ideas will be used in the topic sentences of the body paragraphs. You know that the body paragraphs may be 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever, and each body paragraph starts with the topic sentence. So the ideas included in the thesis statement will be used as topic sentences in your body paragraphs. This is an example. Look at this example. A successful soccer coach has 4 qualities. So look at this. We talk about 4 qualities of what? Of a successful soccer coach. This means that you are going to write, okay, you are going to write 4 paragraphs, and each paragraph will start as a topic sentence, and this topic sentence will express one of these 4 qualities. So the controlling ideas can be successful soccer coach, as I told you, has 4 qualities, and these controlling ideas will be developed in your essay, and each one of the 4 qualities will serve as the topic sentence of each of the body paragraphs. Number 6, the thesis statement may be a statement of opinion. It can be a statement of opinion that you will explain and provide. So you can write the thesis statement on the form of opinion, but on one condition. You have to explain this opinion and provide this opinion in the body paragraph. Okay, but remember, when you write a thesis statement in the form of an opinion, you have to develop your paragraph in a way that convinces your reader of your opinion. This is one example of a thesis statement in the form of an opinion. When we write, for example, my neighbor, Mrs. Brown, owns 4 cats. These animals present a serious health hazard in our neighborhood. Okay, this is your own opinion. Your opinion is that these animals present a serious health problem to the neighborhood. You have to provide some evidence and explain why these animals are considered a source of health problem to the neighborhood. This is one. One more point. The thesis statement may be a statement of intent that you will explain. Again, you will explain and illustrate in the body paragraph of the essay. This is an example of an intent thesis statement. You can write, for example, the thesis statement in this way. This essay will show how corn is planted and why this method of planting is successful. So this statement shows that you are going to explain how corn is planted and why this method is successful. Now we need to know how to write a good thesis statement. In fact, in order to write a good thesis statement, it must consist of 2 parts, a topic and a thesis. So here, let me read the first one and show you where the topic is and where the thesis is. When we say the Quran is one of the most important religious books in the world, it is the basis for lifestyle of millions of people. Here, the topic is the Quran as the most important religious book. And the thesis is that it is the lifestyle for millions of people, okay, or it is the basis for lifestyles of millions of people. So this is a good thesis statement because it contains both a topic and a thesis. Another example, the reason why I came to the United States is to study the soil sciences. This is the topic. Where, this is the thesis, to educate myself and then to return to my country to apply my education. So here, as you see here, these topic sentences, as you see, include a topic and a thesis or a method of development, because okay, for when you write your thesis statement in this way, okay, this way will help you to decide what method of development you are going to tell us, okay? Whether this method of development is based on your personal experience, is based on cause and effect, is based on argumentation or whatever. Okay, thank you. This is the second part of our lecture, And now let's go to the third part.